guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how I use Notion as a university student in Singapore, and I study in Singapore Management University or SMU. So first thing, I use my app Alfred to open up Notion, and then I want to open another page. So on this other page, I will use it so that you guys can visually see all the stuff I'm going through and an overview. So for this other page, later I'll show you guys what I use to navigate. And then I use magnet, so I use option command. Okay, so let's dive right in. So SMU is my home page where I access all my different documents. Before we go into the first thing, Notion is free for students, which I absolutely love. So especially for SMU students, if you have, all you have to do is use your SMU account at accountancy.smu.edu.sg, and you can get Notion for free for students. And this is already the pro plan, as you can see here. So Notion for students, and then you can just follow the link. So I will leave a link to this in the description so that you guys can get it for free and just follow the instructions. It's pretty straightforward. Back to pages. Notion works on a block system, so let me show you how that works. And it's pretty easy. To make a page, I just type /page and I can make a page. And here you can see that on an empty page, it prompts you with either an empty page with an icon, an empty page using templates, or using database. So we just start with an empty page because it's easy to use. So usually this is what I use to when I need to take notes about anything. Say I learn the ABC, right? And I want to make this a title. Yeah, all I can do is start typing in notes. A is for apple. And then if I want to make bulleted list, it's so easy. All I have to use is dash and space bar, and it becomes a bulleted list. So I can type A, B, C, D, E. Easy. And then if I want to make a numbered list, all I have to do is type 1 dot and space, and it will change to a number list. And I can type again F, G, H, I, J. And I can switch between just using these commands, or I can just use 1 dot. Now after 5 will be 6, and it will register automatically. Or if it's after you really forget, and I use 1 dot again, that will work, and I can start a new list. So it's really easy to use, super intuitive, and super quick to make notes. And then now we talk about to-do list. So as I make notes, there are also things that I need to do. So to make a to-do list, all I have to do is type that, and then I have to do this. I'll check this and Google this. And then once I've done it, I can just click the tick, and it looks great. Now, another thing that I also use a lot is toggle list. All I have to do is this, and press the space bar, and then I can make a toggle list, like an archive. And toggle list is really great because it hides things under it. So I can click and drag all my to-do list done items into the archive. I can open and close it, and it'll be all hidden below. Alternatively, I can do very nice hierarchical structures. So if I change this to another toggle list, for example, this is topic 1, and then I type notes, and then this topic 1, and then I can make topic 2. So you notice that the thing I'm using to open and close toggle list is command enter. So on topic 2, if I want to use bulleted list, I can type A, B, C, and then I can close the toggle list and make topic 3. So this makes it really neat for all my notes. I can see a great overview. So later I'll show you guys a bit of my notes and how I do this. And toggle list is especially great for active recall. So there are times where I ask myself a question like, what are the 4 types of blah blah blah, and then I list them in the toggle list below, like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And then after that, I will usually close this toggle list, and then I need to recall what is it, and then after that I will check using the toggle list. So this helps with my active recall practice. So this is just like basic navigation of Notion and how I use it. And then we have headings. How do I use headings? It's really easy. So I hash, and then we'll make a heading already. So this is the biggest, and then I can type stuff below, and then I can have my heading 2, just 2 hashes. This is medium, and then I can type more stuff, and then I can have my smallest heading more. So the great thing about headings is that at the top of the page I can always use a table of contents, and this way I can just quickly navigate to the header, big, medium, and small. Navigating in Notion is so easy. I just have to click and drag. So say I want to put this all in big, and say I want to put this all in small, and then my table of contents will be at the top. So let's call this table of contents. So you can see that I can navigate to big easily, and then medium, and then small. So it helps me navigate especially really long pages. So I talked about table of contents first. And then one nice thing that I also use is that sometimes amidst like people talking a lot of stuff, there'll be one really like great phrase. So for example, a quote by Theodore Roosevelt, right? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I can put this in, and of course the normal formatting like Command I will make it italicized. So let's just add that, italics. This is another advanced feature. I think it's not very important. It's just Command E, which allows me to change this into code form, and then italics is Command I. So the really cute thing about Notion is that they have all these emojis I can use. So like this is a great code. I'll add fire, and then I can add an icon. Maybe if I want to have a teacher, then I can have a teacher. There you go. Or learn ABCs of Notion. So it's really easy to use, and then all I have to do to go back to the previous page, click on this, and I have a new note, learn ABCs of Notion, and I can click and drag it around, right? So it's really easy to organize all my notes. So a bit about navigating the whole app. So I'm one of those people I don't like to click so much, because a lot of times I can't remember where I organize my notes, or I want to access it quickly, and what I remember is in my head. So for example, if I want to open my Resonance calendar, I will think of it and I'll open it like that. So this is one of the most powerful navigation tools. It's Command P. Command P, it will open this search all everything. So I can basically search everything inside Notion. So if I want to go to all my year 2 Sem 1 mods, it's really easy. If I want to go to my Resonance calendar, which I'll share more about later, it's really easy. Yeah, basically, so that's why I love it. My landmark stuff, or my YouTube stuff, or my own exercise stuff. Yeah, so it's easy to navigate the whole document. All I have to do is think of it. So like ABCs, learn the ABCs of Notion. This is the page. Now, when I go to a page and back to a page, like you can see this navigation bar, I can also use this command square bracket. In this page, I can go command square bracket, go back to exercise, go back to Resonance calendar, go back and forth. So it makes it easy to navigate between two pages. And then opening and closing this sidebar, sometimes I just want to focus, so I don't want the sidebar open. I just use command type. Type is the button under your delete key. So you open and close the sidebar. So I have literally 2 Notion windows open. So yeah, you can see how it works. And indents. So indents is a great way of organizing a text. So let's say I open my BQ essay, right? Big questions. And I have different topics inside here. So like my week 1 notes, like I said earlier, I'll hide them all under a toggle list. And so I can easily push them up or in using indents. So similarly, as I type, if I want to make an indent like these 2 or these 3 should all go under number 1, then all I have to do is press tab or shift tab. So it's really easy to control and navigate. And yeah, clicking and dragging the blocks is for easy navigation. If I want this to go into this, all I have to do is click and drag and it'll go in. And it'll appear below what is happiness. And if I want to take it up, all I have to do is take it up, and you can see the blue line. The blue line is in line with the happiness throughout history. So all I have to do is put it like that. And it'll come out. So really easy to organize. Now let's go into advanced functions, right? The databases. That's what I really love about Notion. So to make a database, right? Let's go back to learn ABCs of Notion. To make a database, all I have to do is type. I can type /database or I can type /table. Both work. And this is a table inline. So in a table I can add information. But the cool thing is that for the table, each of these can become a page by itself. It can open up as a page. So for example, each of these toggle lists are really easy to turn into pages. Turn into page. And then it becomes a page. Okay, so if I want to make this into one column, all I have to do is click and drag. And I don't drop it into the blank page, I drop it into the line. Alternatively, if for example I want to call this archive, I can put these 3 topics into the archive page. Instead of making a new page, if you go on the line, you put it into the archive page. So it's really so easy to use, and then it's so easy to organize your notes. And using databases means I can add properties to each of these pages. And so I'll show you more about that in the Resonance calendar. So one of the things is when I change the properties, you see I didn't change these into to-do lists, and all I have to do is turn into to-do lists. And I covered databases. List view and gallery view, let me show you in the Resonance calendar. This is my personal Resonance calendar. The view that I usually use is view all. So you can see all the different inputs that I put. Like every time I want to make a new note about Notion, new note I want to keep in Notion, all I have to do is press the plus button, and then I can fill up some. It automatically does the date and timestamp. I can add some text, like this is about productivity. I can add a URL, description, this is about Notion. I can add some links, like sometimes I add LinkedIn links, or I can connect This is a relational database, so I have other people that I know that talk about it. Like for example, if I want to add like Ali Abdal, he's one of like, I can just create this guy in another database also. And then I have a status, like whether there's anything to do. So later I'll go into more about how I use my resonance calendar. So basically all these are the different nodes. So this is the view or function. And then there's a calendar view, which encourages me to be more productive. So you can see when I added notes over a different period of time. So when I was writing a recommendation for Brian, I used this to plan it out. When I was thinking about building my own website, I got some inspiration from this website and then I added it in. So these are all the different dates. So you can see throughout the month, different times when I've added to my resonance calendar. Then mission control is what I use to manage the things that I need to do for the resonance calendar. So for example, I was talking to my financial advisor. I asked her whether she was free to talk. And I wanted to ask about how to execute trades, online. Using this platform called iFast. I was asking about this CAR status. I found out already. Basically, I cannot trade futures swaps, right? So this is the answer. So I'll make this into a bullet point. So I got the answer for that. And then Xiaoting hasn't shared with me the historical price yet. So this one, I know there's something to do. So I can easily click and drag this to the to-do list. And so Hackwagon, it was information that I was learning. I took a course on Python. I put some basic information there. The information is really complete, so I put it until complete. This is investment linked policies. I was learning about this with in AAG. There's nothing for me to do, so all I have to do is make it complete. So similarly, learning about investments with AIA. I have a question here, but I'm never really gonna get this question answered. So I'm just gonna leave this as, this is something I learned in Landmark. It's called never doing now. Basically, I really love to do it, but I'm not committed to doing it. So I just put it in never doing now. Whenever I'm free and I feel like it, then I can do it. And then this is a LinkedIn bio. I was writing it up. I'm trying to make it better. My favorite quote. It's really easy to make this into a call out. All I have to do is / call out. And then I can even make this into like, if I want roles maybe. Or if I want like love, I just have to push this in. There we go. So this is my LinkedIn bio. There's nothing to do. It's complete. So this is one of the things I use. I found a useful resource. I pasted all the information here because I want to use this for my internships. Question to ask an interviewer, complete. And this reminds me, on my internship page, I have a page for internships. I want to make sure that resource is there, right? So this is like useful questions to ask. So all I have to do is link the page. So link to page is / link to page. And then it's questions to ask an interviewer. Questions to ask an interviewer, there we go. So all I have to do is link it. And so these are like some of the internships I'm looking to apply to. I have a list of recommenders, resources. So I want to put this under resources. Questions to ask an interviewer. So I just have to click and drag and put it under resources. So useful, so easy to use. And this is a link to a page in my resonance calendar. And then to go back, I use command square bracket. Go back to my resonance calendar. So creating my own website. This is another thing. And building my own website. Oh, these two are actually very similar, so I can just combine them. So what I do is command X, copy and paste. So I have other resources, like one page that I want to put on my website about my most romantic experience. And I added some software tools that I can use to reference how to build a website. And I can just delete this now and complete this. Easy. So this is my mission control. And then, so usually when I make notes, sometimes I don't do all of this stuff, But this makes it eventually easier for me to find, like when I have a lot of notes. And I want to find all those investments. So literally all those tech investments will show up. Or I can use a filter. And I can filter for where the tag contains investment. And I can find all my investments. So it's really easy to organize and sort. So for example, stuff I learned about China. Let's see. About China companies. For example, I was doing some research about China. So you can see that when I add the links, it looks quite pretty. Yeah. So I can just click on the link and it will open up the page. Super awesome. So this is about resonance calendar. I've showed you guys how to link to pages already. Bookmarks look really pretty, and how to change the page type. So all I have to do is click on this button. So that's basically it for my brief introduction to Notion. Or not so brief because I went kind of in depth, but I'll leave the links in the description. And I went really fast, but yeah, I really love this app. So just let me know whatever you want to see next, or if you want to know even more about how I use the Resonance calendar, how I use my CRM, or how I create like more relational databases. Alright, thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Peace.